Good morning and welcome to News at 10 on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor and here are the latest headlines. National Human Rights Commission sends notices to centre and J&K governments over casualties during protests. Lok Sabha to discuss matter. Army chief to visit state to take stock of situation. Gujarat Chief Minister to visit Una following violent protests against attack on Dalit members. Statewide bandh called by Gujarat Dalit Panthers Party. Arvind Kejriwal to visit state on Friday. Yamuna flows above danger mark in Delhi as Haryana releases water. Flood situation remains grim in Assam, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. IMF revises India's growth prospects for 2016-17 slightly. India projected to grow at 7.4%. Brexit a spanner in global recovery, says projection. And Donald Trump secures the Republican nomination for the White House. State by state to vote secured a day after opponents failed to force vote opposing him. Well, beginning with the Lok Sabha today, there will be discussion in the lower house of parliament on the situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge and BJP leader Bharatwari Mahtab will raise a discussion on the issue under Rule 193. The opposition has been demanding an all-party meet over the matter. Some opposition parties have also advised the government to begin talks with separatists. Well, on the first day of the monsoon session, a short-duration discussion on the matter took place in the Rajya Sabha, where Home Minister Rajnath Singh blamed Pakistan for fomenting trouble in the valley. Singh also ruled out a plebiscite as a solution, saying it is outdated. Meanwhile, the National Human Rights Commission has issued notices to the Home Ministry and the Jammu and Kashmir government seeking reports in connection with the ongoing violence in the state. The centre and the state have been given 2 weeks' notice to respond to the notices given in connection with the casualties suffered in the ongoing violence. Well, the situation in the valley continues to remain grim with the curfew imposed. The Amarnath Yatra, however, resumed amid tight security. Normal life continues to remain disrupted in the valley as prohibitory orders continued for the 11th day in a row. Newspapers failed to hit strands in Kashmir for the 4th day on Tuesday after government's alleged clampdown on the media. Local news agencies also said that they had stopped their news bulletins after alleged instructions by the police. However, Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti has clarified there is no ban on the media.
टेररिस्ट मारा गया, उसके लिए ये पथराव वगैरह हो रहा है, ठीक है। तो वो टेररिस्ट ने अपना प्रोफाइल बढ़ाया ये सोशल मीडिया के जरिए। जिस समय ये हो रहा था उसी समय उसमें सोशल मीडिया पर इसके प्रचार को रोका जाना चाहिए था। सोशल मीडिया एक बहुत बड़ा टूल हो गया है।
कश्मीर की स्थिति है वो असमान है, अच्छा नहीं है। 13-13, 14-14 दिन पूरी घाटी में कर्फ्यू को हो जाए, ये एक चिंता की विषय है और इस पे सरकार को कुछ ऐसे कदम उठाना चाहिए जिससे वह स्थिति सामान्य हो।
Meanwhile, Army Chief General Dalbir Singh Suhag will be on a day-long visit on Wednesday to review the security situation in Kashmir and along the line of control. The Army has also ordered an inquiry in the Qazi gunfiring in which 3 persons were killed and a PDP MLA was injured. The National Human Rights Commission has also issued notices to the Home Ministry and the Jammu and Kashmir government seeking reports within 2 weeks on casualties in connection with the ongoing violence in the state. Kashmir has been on the boil since 8th of July, when 22-year-old Hizbul Mujahideen leader Burhan Wani was shot dead. Since then, at least 40 people have been killed and 3,100 wounded in clashes. The unrest also resonated in Rajya Sabha on the opening day of the monsoon session on Monday. The opposition pressed for an all-party meet while pitching for a political solution to the issue. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. On to other news, and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar on Tuesday reiterated his party's support for the Goods and Services Bill that is facing roadblocks from the Congress-dominated opposition in the Rajya Sabha. While Kumar met Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Tuesday in the capital, even as the government continues its effort to build a consensus over the passage of the GST bill in the current parliament session. The finance minister is also expected to meet senior leaders from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana this weekend to garner more support, even as the main opposition party, the Congress, remains non-committal on the issue. And the International Monetary Fund has slightly trimmed down India's growth projections to 7.4% for 2016-17. Now, this revision is a drop of 0.1% from its previous forecast. The change has been attributed to a more sluggish investment recovery. The IMF has also decided that Brexit as a spanner in the global economic recovery. In India, economic activity remains buoyant, but the growth forecast for 2016-17 was trimmed slightly, reflecting a more sluggish investment recovery. Now, the projection is also for a bleak global outlook for 2016-17. In 2015, the Indian economy grew at 7.6%. The April outlook was for 3.2% global output growth in 2016 and 3.5% in 2017. Now, according to the IMF, China's growth rate in 2016 and 17 would be 6.6 and 6.2%. The growth rate projection for China in 2016 is 0.1% more than the one announced in April. And the Lok Sabha on Tuesday passed a crucial bill aimed at putting in place a single common examination for medical and dental courses. The Indian Medical Council Amendment Bill of 2016 and the Dentist Amendment Bill 2016, providing a constitutional status to the National Eligibility Entrance Exam or NEET, was passed by the lower house yesterday. The government said that even private colleges will be under its ambit. Now, NEET is intended to be introduced to the academic session next year. Responding to apprehensions expressed by the members, particularly Tamil Nadu, where reservation is up to 85%, Health Minister JP Nadda clarified that the centre would not touch the state quota. Now, AIADMK members, however, staged a walkout. Nadda said the exam will be held on the basis of the syllabus of NCERT, and the undergraduate examination will be taken up by CBSE and post-graduation by the National Board of Examination.
ये जो मल्टीप्लिसिटी ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस है उससे उसको बचाने के लिए और एक एग्ज़ाम दे करके अपनी रैंकिंग के माध्यम से वह मेडिकल कॉलेज में एडमिट हो सके, इस तरीके का प्रयास किया गया है। दूसरा है कि फेयर एंड ट्रांसपेरेंट एग्ज़ाम्स, हमारी कोशिश है, हम जानते हैं कि फेयर एंड ट्रांसपेरेंट एग्जामिनेशंस की दृष्टि से अगर हम देखें तो बहुत से ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जहां कैपिटेशन फ़ी की बात आती है और जहां एडमिशन्स में फ्री फेयर एग्ज़ाम्स नहीं कंडक्ट हो पाते हैं। और तीसरी बात है कि नॉन एक्सप्लॉयटिव प्रोसेस, जिसमें एक्सप्लॉयटेशन ना हो। हमारे यहाँ जो अभी व्यवस्था है उस व्यवस्था के अंतर्गत स्टूडेंट्स का एडमिशन के सिलसिले में एक्सप्लॉयटेशन भी कई किस्म तरीके से होता है, खास करके वो कैपिटेशन फीस के साथ ज़्यादा जुड़ा हुआ रहता है। तो ये सारी चीज़ों को पारदर्शी करते हुए एक कॉमन एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम हो, मल्टीप्लिसिटी ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस ना हो, इसके साथ साथ फेयर हो, ट्रांसपेरेंट हो, इस बात को ध्यान में रखते हुए इस बिल को लाया गया।
News from the state of Gujarat, where the Chief Minister Anandiben Patel will be visiting Una town in Gir Somnath district today, following violent protests by the Dalit community across the state. The protests are against assault on Dalit community members for allegedly killing a cow. The Chief Minister will meet victims during her visit. The Congress met Governor O.P. Kohli on Tuesday and handed over a memorandum seeking a judicial probe into the incident. The incident had come to light after a purported video showing some persons believed to be Gorakshaks publicly beating up 4 partially stripped Dalit youths at Una town of Gir Somnath district on 11th of July had gone viral. Now, Dalit Panthers of Gujarat have given a call for statewide bandh today in protest against the incident. The Aam Aadmi Party is also wading into the controversy, with Arvind Kejriwal slated to visit the state on Friday. Now, this is his second visit in a fortnight to meet the members of the Dalit community. The state government has ordered a CID probe into the incident.
Mr. Kejriwal only wants to visit those states with his so-called sympathy, the states which are going for election. This shows that all this melodrama politics of Mr. Kejriwal is nothing but opportunism at its best. People of India, people of Gujarat, people of Delhi are intelligent enough, they can see through this drama of Mr. Kejriwal.
अगर ये घटना बिहार में हो गई होती तो वहाँ जंगल राज हो गया होता और गुजरात में इस तरह की नृशंस हत्याकांड के बाद भी वहाँ मंगल राज है।
इसकी मैं कड़ी से कड़े शब्दों में उसकी आलोचना करता हूँ, भर्त्सना करता हूँ। और जो लोग गुजरात मॉडल की दुआई दे रहे हैं, अगर यही इनका गुजरात मॉडल है तो मैं समझता हूँ कि सिर्फ भगवान और ईश्वर ही गुजरात को बचाएंगे।
Well, apart from Anandiben Patel visiting the Una district, what else is slated for the day? Let's take a look in the day ahead. Congress will today hold a massive protest march against the rising price of essential items in the country. Leaders and workers of all frontal organizations of Congress would join the protest. The protest march will commence from Jantar Mantar towards Parliament. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi will today hold a meeting with the top leaders of the party's Punjab unit in Delhi to discuss the strategy for the high-stake assembly polls in the state in 2017. The meeting will be attended by Punjab Congress Chief Amrinder Singh and State in charge of the party Asha Kumari. Besides, the leader of the opposition in the Punjab Assembly and the party's campaign committee chairperson will also be there. The Supreme Court will today hear Uttarakhand rebel MLA's pleas seeking permission to participate in the upcoming Assembly session. Earlier, 9 disqualified Congress members of the Uttarakhand Assembly who had joined the BJP moved the Supreme Court seeking permission to attend the Assembly session due to begin on 21st of July. And in news at 10, we'll take a very short break here. We'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
The sacred relics of Buddha were unearthed in Piprava in Uttar Pradesh. Buddhist monks from all over the world visit the National Museum to pay their respects. These charred bone fragments of Buddha are housed in the gold canopy gifted by the royal family of Thailand.
News from Uttar Pradesh, where the toll in the spurious liquor tragedy has climbed to 37, with 4 more deaths being reported. Now, the NHRC took suo motu cognizance of the matter and issued a notice to the state government seeking a reply in 4 weeks. It observed that the suspension of public servants pointed towards negligence on part of the official machinery, resulting in the tragedy. Now, the main accused, Shripal Lodh, has already been arrested and 11 officials from the Excise Department and police have also been suspended. The government has announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees each to the family of deceased. Now, over 24 people were admitted in various hospitals in Etah and Saifi, and their condition was stated to be serious. Meanwhile, strict directives have also been issued to check manufacture and the sale of illicit liquor. The authorities have also launched a crackdown on bootlegging and arrested more than 1,500 people across the state. Meanwhile, Navjot Singh Sidhu has maintained a stoic silence after his resignation from his Rajya Sabha membership on Monday. Now, while speculations are rife that Sidhu is all set to join the Aam Aadmi Party, Congress on Tuesday also said that he was welcome to join the party. Now, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Tuesday said that the Aam Aadmi Party would definitely give it a thought if Sidhu wanted to join the party. Kejriwal, however, appeared to suggest that Sidhu becoming the face of AAP in Punjab would be premature, even though he admitted the courage of a BJP leader for quitting from Rajya Sabha. Meanwhile, Punjab Congress Chief Amrinder Singh said that Sidhu was welcome to join the party if he wished to. Amrinder also stressed that Sidhu has a Congress background, as his father, late Bhagwan Singh Sidhu, had been an office bearer of the District Congress Committee of Patiala.
Navjot Singh joining you, is he a CM candidate or is he not? Would you like to just clarify on that?
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, उन्होंने तो कल रिजाइन किया।
So he hasn't joined the ARP or anything like that? So there's nothing that we should read more into this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's resigned from Rajya Sabha seat because I think all good people should resign from BJP.
Okay.
And I admire his courage.
Now, over the past couple of days, heavy rains across India have disrupted normal life. Now, water levels in the river Yamuna have crossed the danger mark in Delhi. In Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, incessant rains and flash floods have left several people stranded, while the situation in Assam is also grim. Incessant rains in the past couple of days have disrupted normal life in Namsai district of Arunachal Pradesh, with Noa Dihig river along with its tributaries flowing above the danger mark. The district administration has deputed NDRF team to shift people from affected areas. Relief camps have been set up and essential items have been provided. Fishermen have also been warned from entering the rivers. The water level in the Yamuna in Delhi has crossed the warning level due to discharge of water from a barrage in Haryana, even as the Delhi government has deployed several motorboats to evacuate riverside dwellers. The highest water level in Yamuna was earlier recorded in 1978. More than 1.7 lakh people remain affected by floods in Assam, where one person has died and 238 villages in 6 districts have been submerged in the deluge. Assam State Disaster Management Authority said that Brahmaputra river is flowing above the danger mark. 28 relief camps have been set up by district administration in the affected areas. A number of patients were treated and free medicines were distributed at the camp.
Mainly waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases mainly diarrhea, dysentery, and sometimes typhoid also. But nowadays typhoid is very less occurrence nowadays, because that might be due to the awareness of the people.
Heavy rains lashed many parts in Himachal Pradesh, even as 2 bridges and a major portion of the helipad at Sangla were damaged by flash floods. 3 power projects were closed for some time due to high silt level in Sutlej River. The local Met Office has predicted rains or thunder showers at few places in lower, middle and higher hills over the next 6 days. Heavy rains slashed Uttarakhand, causing most rivers to breach the danger mark.
बारिश से बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. घर से निकले हमें आधा घंटे से ज़्यादा हो गया. पूरा सड़कों में पूरा पानी भरा हुआ है. हम लोग जा नहीं पा रहे.
A flood alert has been issued in several districts of Uttar Pradesh in view of heavy rains for the last 2 days. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. On to other news now, and Nepal Prime Minister KP Oli has asked the Nepali Congress and the Maoist leaders to withdraw the no-confidence motion brought against him. He warned that not doing so would fuel further polarization and confrontation among major political parties. Now, Oli refused to step down despite the coalition government led by him being in minority after the Maoists withdrew their support last week. Now, CPN Maoist chairperson Prachanda and the Nepal Congress president Deuba reportedly told Oli that he should pave the way for the formation of a new government by stepping down graciously. The government is yet to get a parliamentary approval for its budget presented last month for the new fiscal year. Both Prachanda and Deuba told Oli that the bills of the budget will be endorsed as soon as he tenders his resignation. Now, Prime Minister Oli, however, insisted that he would rather face the no-confidence motion. He said that even if the no-confidence motion is endorsed by the House, the incumbent government would continue as a caretaker one. And the big international story, while vanquishing 16 party rivals, Donald Trump on Tuesday secured the Republican Party's 2016 nomination for the White House. The state-by-state vote to put Trump's name in nomination took place a day after opponents staged a failed attempt to force a vote opposing his candidacy, and after a speech by his wife drew accusations of plagiarism.
Announces that Donald J. Trump, having received a majority of these votes entitled to be cast at the convention, has been selected as the Republican Party nominee for President of the United States.
It's official. Donald Trump, the billionaire businessman, is the 2016 presidential nominee for the Republican Party. State delegates on Tuesday took turns to count up the votes from Trump's sweep of the party's 2016 primary election. With the crossing of threshold of 1,237 votes, Trump was coronated as the Republican Party's nominee for president. The businessman turned politician supporters celebrated his once unthinkable feat. Republicans also nominated Indiana Governor Mike Pence as Trump's choice for his vice presidential running mate.
It is my honor to be able to throw Donald Trump over the top in the delegate count tonight with 89 delegates and another 6 for John Kasich. Congratulations, Dad, we love you!
The official confirmation of the 2016 nominee was in little doubt after a last-minute procedural rebellion was killed off on Monday. The ceremonial call of the roll of states showed the scale of Trump's win, the largest ever vote haul in the Republican primary. Earlier protests were reported in the streets near the Republican National Convention, with police breaking up scuffles between group of demonstrators.
I don't think I'm provoking at all. I think Donald Trump is provoking, and I think he's a big bully. And I think what bullies need to be told is that there are people who will stand up to other bullies.
In November, I would like to see a third-party candidate get voted into office. I'm not a big fan of Hillary, but I'm not a big fan of Trump either. And our goal here is to make sure that this guy does not get elected into the office above anything else.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump's campaign was engulfed by a plagiarism row involving his wife moments before he was officially nominated for president. Melania Trump, Trump's third wife, was accused of cribbing from a speech by Michelle Obama as she gave her first address to the nation.
Your achievements is the strength of your dreams.
As it relates to Mrs. Trump's speech, I'll let all of you weigh in on that and try to learn more about how exactly it was written. What I can say is that in 2008, when Mrs. Obama spoke at the Democratic Convention, she received an enthusiastic reception.
A wealthy New York real estate developer and a reality TV celebrity, 70-year-old Trump was a long shot when he entered the race for the Republican nomination more than a year ago, having never held elected office. His campaign was also marked by frequent controversies over his rhetoric on Muslims, illegal immigration and trade, alarming many in the Republican establishment. His Democratic rival Hillary Clinton is now expected to be formally nominated at the Democratic Convention next week in Philadelphia. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, news from Turkey, where a purge of a state official widens further, with more than 15,000 education staff suspended after last week's failed coup that came close to toppling President Recep Erdogan. Now, the government has accused the teachers of having links with Fethullah Gulen, a US-based cleric who is accused of being behind Friday's uprising. And more than 1,500 university deans have also been ordered to resign, and the licenses of 21,000 teachers working at private institutions have been revoked. Now, Prime Minister Binay Yildirim has vowed to take action against Gulen's supporters. Meanwhile, the US has said that it has received documents on Gulen from Turkey and was reviewing them to see if they constituted a formal extradition request. Islamic cleric Gulen, who lives in exile in Pennsylvania, denies any involvement in the failed coup. Let's get you some more international news. Here is the World Wrap. Karachi's mayor-elect and two other prominent opposition politicians were arrested on Tuesday for aiding criminals and militants. While the arrests are allegedly part of an ongoing militancy-driven crackdown in Karachi, which has long been a hub of violence, it is likely to raise the new accusations that Pakistan's military is seeking to strengthen its grip on the country's largest and wealthiest city and weaken civilian parties. The Islamic State has identified the axe attacker in Germany by posting a video of the attacker online. In the 2-minute and 20-second video, Afghan refugee has identified himself as the Germany-trained attacker. However, the German officials were checking the authenticity of the video. US states of New York, Massachusetts and Maryland have filed lawsuits accusing car maker Volkswagen of violating their environmental laws. The suit outlined more than a decade of effort by Volkswagen to decisive regulators in the United States and Europe, citing international documents. Now, Volkswagen, however, has criticized the state's decision to file suit, as the company already has agreed to address all the environmental harms from the excess emissions. That's all in this edition of news, but up ahead is parliamentary news in both English and Hindi. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.